I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Jingle, jangle.
Hello and welcome back, everybody, and welcome back to more Fallout New Vegas. Well, we're still on the whole after recording for the audio. That's not going to change until Saturday's video, unfortunately. So, sorry. But in this video, it's all Vault 11. The quickest way to get to Vault 11, start at El Dorado gas station, go on to the big basin off to the left with all the fire ants, and yeah. El Dorado Dry Lake's what it's called. And then it's across that basin. Straight across, basically, and off to the right? Yeah, they're fire ants, by the way. Not that they bite you and it feels like fire, like normal fire ants. No, they literally spew fire at you. Which is arguably just as bad in some ways. And yeah, I didn't even know there was a hollowed out rock there. Surprised both me and right up ahead, right there, is the fire ant nest. That's where they all came from. You don't actually get to fight a fire ant. There is a model in the game. I think you can find that. I think it's in Fallout 3 is where it's from. The Queen Fire Ant. I don't know for sure though. Pretty sure that's where that's from. Put all those points into lockpicking with that level up. Because we're gonna need it. Trust me when I say we're going to need it. Badly. Something I didn't notice, though, at the time, though, is that our lockpicking is almost high enough to reach the next stage of locks. I didn't know that. Which you're going to see happen, I think at least twice, where I realized I could have, or no, just once, where I realized I could have double-dipped on XP if I had the right things for it. We didn't, but I'll point it out later. But welcome to Vault 11. Very important place. Hey. Vault 11. It's completely infested by animals. But as we go through it, I'll kind of narrate to you the story of the vault as we go through it. But you can see a bunch of like posters saying vote Stone or vote, I think it's like Mindy or something. They're asked, the way the overseer of the vault is chosen is by vote, popular vote for the overseer, and well, it's not a good thing, I'll tell you that right now.
It's open, we could just leave.
Hey! Not after that.
We don't deserve to leave. A shining example.
This is
That's what it called us.
pre-recorded message.
We did what we were supposed to. Not by a long
from
shot.
the people
Anybody
who
would have done what we did.
were here first.
You ask me? That's exactly the problem. Now let's get on with this.
First. Wait. People should know what happened. They could learn from it. If there's anyone out there at all, I hope they never have to find out. Ready, Harry? Yeah.
I'm letting them talk.
No.
Oh, they end up killing each other and themselves. Yeah, so basically what happens is that this vault, the whole experiment for this vault is that...
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Vault 11 is trying to show that there's, like, supposed to be, like, goodness in people or something. Because what's supposed to happen is that the Overseer's supposed to be sacrificed, and the first one did it. He was the Vault Tech representative, I believe. And then, the computer in the vault is basically saying, you're not allowed to leave if you don't sacrifice somebody every single, I think it was like every year, then you're all gonna die. Presumably the threat is that the vault's going to kill them. What happens is that they eventually do this, but there's only 5 of them left. And they hate that that happens, so they decide to kill themselves. Because they don't think they deserve to live after what they did, which is pretty stupid, if you ask me. But that's just my opinion, what do I know? Anyway, the vault is just completely, it's just roaches and mice. What the other thing is there's a whole scandal going on in the vault where the woman who gets elected as Overseer, Stone, that you see all the posters for, it's because she murdered a bunch of people, and they want to have her executed. See, the thing is, her husband was up to be on the ballot to be placed as Overseer, and the people who were pushing for that basically said, well, if you have sex with us, then we're not going to do it. She does it, and they go through with it anyway, so she murders all of them. And then what she does after that is she goes and changes how Overseers are elected so that it's completely randomized and you can't vote for it anymore. And I think I think they tried to overturn it, but it wasn't possible or something. Those mantises do way too much damage for how little health they have, by the way. It's like cops in Payday 2. The less armor they have, the more damage they can do. So, like, the revolver cops just, like, annihilate your health. Yeah, that terminal is where you go to see the whole story about Stone and why she did what she did. And, of course, my character immediately got addicted to whiskey. I guess that's why he's going after Cass. She's also addicted to whiskey.
You're making me carry the heavy stuff, aren't you?
Match made in heaven. Two people addicted to whiskey. Alright, just giving her a bunch of shit so we can walk around freely. Nothing too much. I didn't even realize I saw this, like, Annabelle on me. I thought I left it back in one of the chests in, what's it called? In the Lucky 38. I did not, unfortunately. So, I was lugging that around without realizing, which sucked. But, yeah, this one went way better for some reason than normal. I got it real quickly. Hey! It's open! Open for business. Anyway, tons more 25mm grenade ammo. Cigarettes to sell. Let's see what.
You're making me carry the heavy
gotta
stuff,
give
aren't
her
you?
more stuff because we're almost over encumbered, as usual. yeah, most of this is just me wandering through here, getting lost. Yep, got lost there. And what's in door number 1? More stairs. Wonderful. It's basically, we're going down into the atrium. And here's the overseer's office. I forgot that was there, honestly, but it just makes me laugh. Something exploded, and I still have no idea what exploded. But, we completely forgot. At this point, I completely forgot the objective.
I've had worse.
Wait. Excuse me. Just ate lunch. I'm a little tired. But, basically what, I think this is the HEPA cartridges in here. But I completely forgot I had to go get those. Yeah, all of those. Open the door. Basically, you got to go through the reactor room to get to the atrium. And well, as you can see, there's a bit of an issue, given that how the reactor's completely flooded with radiation. Also, that thing is there too. Here goes into the cafeteria. There's a lot of food in here, and also a shitload of mantises. No, this is the atrium. And there's the speech. I end up wandering into the cafeteria later. I'm not reading all of that in the video. I just don't. We're not gonna read that. It's a stupid idea to read that, because, well, it's super long. And not only is it super long, it takes forever to read, and it's all like bullshit, too. Like, there's nothing of substance in there. Killed another one. There's a grenade bouquet up there. And I put my weapon down to see if I could try and sneak past, and then, yeah, all those guys go. And then somehow I get stuck here on nothing. Like, there's literally nothing there. But yeah, there's a bunch of food, there's a couple bits of medical supplies in here that I grabbed. Overall, not much. It's, I mean, most of the food is just garbage. Like, literal garbage. Like, It's only like 30 food points. And yeah, alcohol and 30 food points is what we got from there. Real annoying, but what are you gonna do? And then now to get back to the Overseer's room, we gotta backtrack through the nuclear reactor. But that side passage I opened up, I forgot to mention it. That side passage goes down into a flooded area of water. And that is, that flooded area is what makes the whole place basically, I mean, you can go through that. That was a grenade bouquet I tripped, I know for certain. Did I? No. Nothing happened? I guess because the bar was already down, nothing happened. But I know there's a grenade somewhere. Definitely something exploded and blew up in my arms. I'm still not entirely sure what it was. But it doesn't really matter. And was it ammo? I think that was ammo. I didn't see it real. It happened too fast for me to see. But yeah, I had to go in there to get the HEPA cartridges. Or no, differential pressure controller. The HEPA cartridges are in Vault 22. But yeah, you had to use the rebreather because for whatever reason it wasn't allowing me to open the med kit unless you looked at it in a very specific way. Which is pretty annoying. But now we get to open up the sacrificial chamber, as it's called. And here we go.
Congratulations, Martyr.
And we
Your
get to listen to the
journey is only just
stupid-ass computer
Please
as well.
proceed
There's
to
normal
the light.
vaults.
The
This
light
is an escape
calming.
route for the
And put
Overseer.
your mind at ease.
It is not here. Here
Go
it's
to the
a
light.
death trap. Of course, the easiest way to beat something like this is to spring the death trap.
Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show is about to begin.
I thought the door would lock so Veronica wouldn't get in, but oh well, we'll let Veronica in with us. What I'm gonna do here is try and prepare the area for us. Make it real easy for us to get the jump on the
show
robots that are
requires
just
that
behind
you
the
sit
walls.
in the chair.
A couple of powder charges too.
It is absolutely
And
essential
pulse
that
grenades.
you sit in the chair.
Aren't really that good here. At least for our character. For any other character, they'd be amazing.
Greetings, Martyr,
But
and welcome.
the issue here...
If you're here now,
Oh yeah, we got stuck in that animation getting up off the chair. It happens, it's a Bethesda game. We're gonna try and prepare
the light is calming. and puts your mind at
the
ease.
whatchamacallits again.
Go to the light. Welcome. Please sit in the chair. The show
But
is
the
about to
presentation's kind of stupid. It's all like, oh, we're gonna try and make you feel better about how you're literally getting executed.
begin. Greetings, martyr, and welcome. If you're here now, it means you've been offered up as a sacrifice so that your vault can continue to thrive. Currently,
no,
you may
not
be
really.
feeling sad or angry. Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship.
Yeah,
and some of us
no,
are
none of
meant
that
to
is good.
forfeit our lives for the good of the people. Sure, it might not be as fun as driving a race car, but it's every bit as important. Let's take a moment
Not
to
really,
reflect
no.
on the moments that made your life worth living. Think about that time you kissed your steady girl for the first time under the bleachers at the big game. Or when you snuck out after curfew to catch that new flick that your parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget
This
when you met
whole
the
thing is
love
just
of your life?
propaganda, just trying to
What
make
a
you feel
looker.
better. Which
These
is
are just
funny because it
examples.
literally does
you
not
feel
work.
that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great
That
life.
It's literally not.
Living
peace,
it has
but
been its
okay.
own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna do some drugs now, as you do. And a bunch of those exploded. Pop the turbo now. I didn't realize there was a sentry bot over here. Otherwise, I definitely would have gone for it first. And Veronica runs in like a dumbass and gets herself killed like that. Poor things. So I'm restarting that because, no thanks. I don't feel like letting Veronica be dead. When I could have easily just had her wait outside.
Should have brought some.
Yeah.
Does jumping at it with my fist. Yes.
We'll go do it again. This time for sure it won't end
The light
horribly.
is calming and puts your mind at
Right?
ease. Go to the light.
Right?
Welcome. Please sit in
No,
the
it
chair.
ends pretty badly.
The show is about to begin. Greetings, martyr, and welcome.
And you can actually
If you're here now,
hold
it
your
means
Pip-Boy
you've been
up
offered up as a
and
sacrifice
do stuff
so that
in your
your
menu
vault
while that
can
whole thing's
continue to
going.
thrive.
And
Currently,
I decided against
you may
using
be
the
feeling
explosives
sad
this time
or
in favor of
angry.
a different tactic.
Perhaps you never got to have grandkids, or to enjoy the pleasures of a fresh cigar. But march with your chin held high, soldier, and remember that each of us has an important role to play. For some people, their role might be to heal the sick. For others, it might mean they will drive a race car or fly a rocket ship. And some of us are meant to forfeit our lives for the good of the people.
yeah.
Sure,
Again, I still
it
have
might
the same
not be
thing.
as
We use a
fun as
stealth boy
driving a
this
race
time,
car,
though.
but it's
I think you
every
can
bit
see
as
where my
important.
strategy's
Let's
going
take a
now.
moment to reflect on the moments that made your life worth living.
And
Think
again,
about
more
that time you kissed
propaganda.
your
I don't
steady
really have
girl
anything
for the
else to
first
say to
time
this,
under the
but like,
bleachers at the big game.
I hate
or
it.
when you snuck out after curfew.
I
to
wish it
catch
would
that
go
new
by
flick that your
faster.
parents wouldn't let you see because it was too scary. Boy, were they right. And who could forget when you met the love of your life? What a looker. These are just examples. Do you feel that feeling stirring in your chest as you think of these things? Good. What you are feeling is peace. You've led a great life. Living it has been its own reward. But it is only the beginning. Close your eyes now, and imagine what joys await you in the next life. The afterlife. Can you see them? Good.
And here we go! Time to fight again. This time we'll actually win. Here we go. Blast. They have no idea where I am. I don't no idea how that's hitting a fucking wall, even though the wall's nowhere nearby me. It literally makes zero sense whatsoever. Bunch of loot now, and I don't know why I thought I could use that computer console. There's nothing in those boxes, but in that room behind that door, that's the computer for the vault, which talks about everything. Override lockdown allows you to leave. And then you get the 2 system recordings, which we're going to listen to.
Alright, I know you can hear me, so listen up. There's 5 of us left. 5, I don't know how many. So, it's over. We've talked and it's over. We're not gonna send anybody to die anymore. So shut off our water, our gases, or do whatever it is you're programmed to do.
And if you recognize the guy, yeah, that's the guy from earlier.
Aw.
Congratulations, citizens of Vault 11. You have made the decision not to sacrifice one of your own. You can walk with your head held high, knowing that your commitment to human life is a shining example to us all. And to make that pride in the future,
That's where he got all jaded from.
News. Despite what
That
you were
right
led
there.
to believe, the population of Vault 11 is not going to be exterminated for its disobedience. Instead, the mechanism to open the main vault door has now been enabled, and you can come and go at your leisure. But not so fast. Be sure to check with your overseer to find out if it's safe to leave. Here at Vault-Tec, your safety is our #1 priority.
Yeah, your safety's our #1 priority, except it's literally not, because it's Vault-Tec. Probably the worst company in fiction to work for. Like, honestly, name another company that's worse than Vault-Tec. I don't think it's possible. Anyway, we're done here. We're going out the door pretty soon, so yeah, that's that. So yeah, I will see you all in the next episode, which is going to be us going back to Vault 22 and getting lost forever. So that's gonna be annoying. So yeah, I will see you all in the next episode, so stay tuned and goodbye. We're gonna just jump into Vault 22.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Jingle, jangle.